Today I'm going to tell you about the mistakes almost every Dead Rails player makes, even if you think you're a seasoned survivor. Trust me, there's at least a couple of these you've probably never heard of. These mistakes can cost you resources, time, or even the entire run. So get comfortable. We're breaking down each one, and I'll show you how to survive longer and play smarter. But before we start, make sure to subscribe and drop a like. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1, ignoring the newspapers. A lot of players jump into a match, night falls, zombies swarm the train, and they've got zero defense. But guess what? There are always newspapers at spawn. It's a simple item, but super useful early on. Newspapers are your first armor, cheap but life-saving when you've got no weapon or proper gear, especially at night when just one hit from a zombie can be your last. Some players think newspapers are useless, but in practice they often protect you better than random teammates. But here's the deal. Newspapers are only good at the very beginning. After a few stations, they just won't cut it anymore. That's when you need to start using metal sheets. Way more reliable in your main defense in the later stages. So don't be lazy. Grab those newspapers early on and then slowly upgrade to heavier armor. Mistake number 2, underestimating the shovel. A lot of people think it's just a joke item, but early in the game, it's actually a hidden gem. If you don't have bonds or the cowboy class, the shovel can carry you. With it, you can clear out small houses and even entire infected towns. The trick? Always keep a barrier between you and the zombies, like a house wall or a station platform. You'll find one near every village. Used right, the shovel lets you wipe out a whole town without firing a single shot. But be careful. Running zombies are fast and can catch up to you quickly. Still, it's a great way to loot safely and save your ammo. The shovel is especially useful up to the 10,000 meter mark. After that, things get tougher and you'll want better weapons. But early on, the shovel is your golden ticket to survival. Mistake number 3, shooting armored zombies in the body. These guys are almost immune to everything, except their legs. If you're aiming for the head, chest, or arms, you're just wasting ammo. The right move? Aim for the legs. That's where the damage actually lands. The zombie drops and you save a ton of bullets. It saves not just ammo, but time too. Instead of dumping resources into one enemy, you take them down fast and move on. Remember, armored zombies have no protection on their legs, and that's your biggest advantage. Mistake number 4, burning every corpse without thinking. It might seem logical. Kill an enemy, toss it in the furnace, move on. But not every enemy is worth burning. Werewolves give you almost zero fuel, but you can sell them for 20 bucks. Bandits? Even better. They come in groups and each one sells for $35. Take out a group, that's nearly $200, and you just threw it all into the fire. Regular zombies? Sure, burn them. But not all zombies are regular. New players often mistake Captain Prescott for a basic zombie and burn him. Big mistake. He's worth $150. So yeah, burn werewolves and bandits only if you're completely out of coal. But honestly, be smarter. Buy coal in advance and don't burn your upgrades. Remember, not everything dead should go in the fire. Mistake number 5, picking up every piece of junk throughout the game. A lot of players waste tons of time grabbing everything, including useless trash that brings zero value. All that looting eats up precious time you could spend on way more important things. In the end, you're just stacking up junk that won't pay off and gives you no real benefit. What you need to learn is how to loot smart. Know what's worth picking up and what to leave behind. Long-term, smart inventory and time management will always bring better results. Here's my tip. Only go for valuable items. Anything made of gold or silver, Molotovs, holy water, ammo, and weapons. This rule applies even at the start of the game. It's way better to move on quickly than waste time searching a whole village for just a couple bucks. Mistake number 6, skipping the bank just because you lost the code. A lot of players give up right away, thinking there's no way to open the safe without the code. But in reality, that's not the end of the line. There's a bug in the game. If you use a dead horse, you can glitch your way inside without needing the code at all. It's a simple trick that saves time and keeps you from running around looking for random numbers. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it works. And until the devs patch it out, you should definitely take advantage of it. So if you lose the code, don't walk away. Use the bug, grab the loot, and walk out a winner. Oh, and by the way, I talked about more glitches and secrets like this in a previous video. Links in the description. Mistake number 7, blowing all your cash on expensive weapons early on. Buying a shotgun at the start might make you feel like a king, but without fuel, your train's not going anywhere. Here's what usually happens. It's nighttime. You're out of coal. You head into town to loot, and boom, armored zombie. You burn through all your ammo, and just like that, you're dead. All because you didn't buy at least 3 pieces of coal right at the start. Fuel should always be your top priority. With it, you can reach infected towns, clear them out even with a shovel, grab loot, and buy weapons later. Coal is the safest bet. Now, there are exceptions. If you're playing co-op and your teammate has the minor class, you're good. They start with 2 coal. Same if you have the minor class. You might be able to make it to the next village, but if you're still new to the game, it's better not to risk it. Mistake number 8, ignoring Ignoring the Tesla lab. A lot of players think it's a death trap. Like, if you go in, the boss spawns and it's game over. But here's the truth. If you don't activate the Tesla coil, the lab is just a free loot warehouse. There are tons of metal bars inside. And the best part? The Tesla brain. It sells for $150, and you don't even have to fire a single shot. With one quick run, you can make over $300 easy. Just don't trigger the Tesla, and be careful as you loot. Skipping this place means you're leaving behind free money and resources that could really help later on. So next time, don't run past it. Tesla labs aren't a threat, they're an opportunity. Mistake number 9, ignoring teamwork. Even if you're a hardcore lone wolf, Dead Rails can be brutal solo. Sure, playing alone is fine, but if your lobby has players open to cooperation, don't ignore them. Sometimes random teammates turn out to be total legends, and together, you can survive even the nastiest runs. Don't be selfish, share your ammo. They'll cover you, coordinate, and you both live. Got extra bonds? Toss some to your teammate. Carrying 2 weapons while your buddy has nothing? Give one up. It's not just the right thing to do, it's smart. A grateful teammate is way better than a salty loot goblin. And hey, best case, play with friends. It's more fun, and your runs will go way smoother. Remember, Dead Rails isn't just about survival, it's about the squad. Mistake number 10, wasting resources during the day instead of saving them for night. In Dead Rails, nighttime is a whole different game. Enemies get tougher, there are way more of them, and your chances of dying skyrocket, especially if it's werewolf night. Then it's straight up hell. Now imagine this. You're out of ammo, out of fuel, surrounded by monsters, and totally helpless. Why? Because you were messing around during the day, blowing through your supplies for fun. Daytime is low risk. You can handle enemies with a shovel, some newspapers, or just sneak past them. But if you save your ammo and fuel for the night, you'll actually stand a chance, and maybe even make money, since werewolves drop decent cash. Remember, in this game, it's not about being flashy, it's about being smart. Save during the day, dominate at night. Mistake number 11, not using the horse. A lot of players completely forget how useful the horse is in Dead Rails, and that's a big mistake. When you're looting villages or searching small buildings, the horse saves tons of time. It doesn't just help you move faster, it's also a lifesaver when you need to make a quick escape. Even better, you can place the horse on the edge of your train's platform for easy transport between stops. It's a great way to keep that mobility with you the whole ride, so don't ignore it. The horse isn't just there for looks, it's a real survival tool and a game changer for smart players. Mistake number 12, not using holy water. Holy water is one of the most underrated items in Dead Rails. You can find it in churches, but most players just walk right past it, forgetting how powerful it really is. And that's a big miss. This small bottle can save your life in the toughest moments. When zombies swarm you, just throw some holy water and watch them burn on the spot. It's especially effective during village raids. Herd the zombies together with your horse, toss the holy water, and clear out a crowd in seconds. So don't ignore churches, and always keep at least 1 bottle on you. Sometimes it's the difference between surviving and having to restart. Mistake number 13, leaving the train at night if you're a newbie. Nighttime in Dead Rails is a real test for any player, especially if you're just starting out. The world becomes dark and dangerous. Visibility drops, and enemies get way more aggressive and cunning. One wrong move, and you could be in deadly trouble instantly. Be extra careful during nights when zombies, vampires, and werewolves appear. These monsters aren't just strong, they can catch you off guard in a heartbeat. Trying to explore outside at night? That's almost a guaranteed way to fail, especially for beginners. There's one rare exception: thunderstorm nights. During storms, enemy numbers drop, and lightning gives brief flashes of light to help you see better. On those nights, you can take a little risk and leave the train, but even then, be extremely cautious and plan every step carefully. Bottom line, if you want to avoid quick deaths and endless reloads, the smartest move is to stay inside the train at night and keep moving forward. During the day, it's much easier to navigate and enemies are less aggressive, giving you a better chance to survive and succeed. Mistake number 14, choosing the wrong buildings to explore. It's super important from the start to know which buildings are worth your time and effort and which ones are just a waste of resources. Don't waste precious time on regular houses. They're almost always empty or have barely anything useful. If you urgently need coal, head straight to the headframe. This place almost guarantees you'll get that vital resource. Pay special attention to buildings like the general store, sheriff's office, and doctor. Early in the game, these locations hold the most valuable supplies, meds, weapons, and other essentials critical for survival. You can't afford to skip them, especially if you want not just to survive, but to feel confident in any situation. Picking the right buildings to scavenge saves your resources, time, ammo, and health, and greatly increases your chances of success. Knowing where to go for what you need helps optimize your gameplay and avoid wasting effort. Remember, smart strategy is the key to surviving in Dead Rails. Mistake number 15, not using a lightning rod. The chance of getting struck by lightning is small, but it's definitely there, and when it happens, The consequences can be fatal. Don't be lazy. Install a lightning rod on your train in advance. It's a simple precaution that could save your life one day. Mistake number 16. Not having backup horses. Many newbies mistakenly think that one horse is enough for comfortable travel in the game world. In reality, that's a big mistake. If your horse dies at the worst possible moment, like during a fight or a sudden retreat, you risk being left without transportation, which can have fatal consequences. To avoid this, always keep a reserve of at least 5 to 6 horses with you. This backup isn't just useful in solo play when you need to switch mounts quickly, but also in team modes where speed and mobility are crucial. Having multiple horses gives you flexibility and extra time to prepare or escape. And don't forget the dead horse bug I mentioned earlier. It can help you loot the bank if you lose the code. Mistake number 17. Not burning zombies after clearing a town. After successfully wiping out a town, many players relax and just move on, leaving behind piles of dead zombies. Big mistake. Each of those bodies isn't just a leftover enemy. It's potential fuel for your train. Especially when coal reserves are running low and the engine's about to shut down, zombies can literally save your ride. Sure, collecting bodies might seem boring, but tossing them into the furnace can refill your fuel and keep your train moving without unnecessary stops. That's crucial in dangerous zones, where stopping could cost you your life. One by one, those corpses become a valuable resource that keeps you alive and on track. These are the mistakes we've covered. If you've noticed any others, be sure to mention them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. See you soon.